There is an ancient botanical curiosity known as the Chinese bamboo tree, which defies the logic of the impatient mind. When a farmer plants the seed of this tree, he waters it, fertilizes the soil, and ensures it has ample light. For the first year, nothing happens. The earth remains flat and silent. He continues his labor through the second year. Still, the ground refuses to break. The third and the fourth years pass with the same monotonous silence. To the untrained mind, the farmer is wasting his life, watering a barren patch of dirt. But in the fifth year, something miraculous occurs. Within a span of just 6 weeks, the bamboo tree shoots up to a height of 80 feet. The question the wise ask is this: did the tree grow 80 feet in 6 weeks? Or did it grow 80 feet in 5 years? The answer, of course, is 5 years. Had the farmer stopped watering at any point during that invisible gestation, the tree would have died in the ground. During those years of silence, the tree was not sleeping. It was growing a massive, complex root system, strong enough to support the sudden, towering weight of its future. We are currently standing in the cosmic equivalent of that fifth year. The new moon today is not merely a lunar cycle. It is a massive subterranean event occurring at the critical 29th degree of Capricorn, the degree of the master, the final exam, the Anaretic Point. This energy is asking you to check your root system one last time before the sky splits open. We are often addicted to the bloom, obsessed with the 80-foot shoot and dismissive of the dirt. But this lunation is the great teacher of dirt. It is the stem, loving grandfather who pulls you aside and whispers that your ambition is meaningless if your character cannot hold the weight of it. If we were to visualize the sky right now, it would look like a boardroom meeting of the gods, where the doors have been locked and no one is allowed to leave until a treaty is signed. We are witnessing a rare and potent congregation of energies in the sign of the sea goat. The sun, moon, Mercury, Mars, and Venus are all huddled together in the earthy, pragmatic, and ruthless terrain of Capricorn. In the language of the stars, this is what we call a stellium. But this is not just any gathering. This is an ironclad stellium. It is heavy, dense, and serious. The presence of Mars, exalted in Capricorn, acts as the engine. Mars here is not the reckless warrior who burns down the village. He is the general who wins the war without drawing a sword, because his strategy is flawless. Mercury conjuncts Mars at this late degree, sharpens the mind to a razor's edge. You may find that your thoughts are less poetic and more architectural. You are not daydreaming about what you want. You are calculating exactly what it will cost to build it. The most critical feature of this map is the degree. 29 degrees Capricorn. In astrology, the 29th degree is known as the Anaretic degree. It is the point of karmic urgency. It is the feeling of a student in the last hour of a final exam. The clock is ticking, the pencils are scratching furiously, and there is no time for hesitation. The universe is pushing us to master the lessons of Capricorn: integrity, authority, discipline, and legacy. The 29th degree does not tolerate mediocrity. It demands that you graduate. This new moon sits on the precipice between the old world of Capricorn structures and the new futuristic world of Aquarius, where Pluto has recently taken up residence. We are literally standing at the gate of the gods. The ancient astrologers called Capricorn the Porta Diorum, the gate through which the soul ascends after completing the trials of the material world. This is not a time for manifesting in the shallow sense of wishing for a new car. This is a time for architecting a life that can survive the collapse of the old world. To understand the spiritual demand of this moon, we must look to the ancient science of alchemy. The alchemists believed that for base metal to be transformed into gold, it had to undergo 7 operations. The first and most painful of these is calcination. Calcination is the application of intense heat to a substance until it is reduced to ash. It is the burning away of the volatile, the egoic, and the superficial. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of lead. This new moon is the calcination event. You might feel a burning in your life right now. Perhaps a relationship is ending. A job feels suffocating, or an old identity is crumbling. It is uncomfortable, yes. But the alchemist would tell you, do not weep for the ash. The ash is the only thing that is real. The fire only burns what was never truly yours. Think of a forest fire. It seems destructive. Yet certain seeds, like those of the giant sequoia, are ceritinous. They are sealed in hard resin and can only open to release their seeds when exposed to the intense heat of a fire. Without the burning, the forest cannot be reborn. You are the sequoia. The new moon is the fire. The pressure you feel is not trying to crush you. It is trying to crack you open so the real you can finally step out. If we shift our lens to the Eastern wisdom of Vedic astrology, the gravity of this moment deepens even further. The scattering of 5 planets in one sign creates what is known as Panchgrahi Yoga. In the ancient text, such a massive concentration of planetary bodies in one house indicates a massive release of destiny. It is a moment where free will shakes hands with fate. The choices you make during this lunar window, roughly the 48 hours surrounding the new moon, are not just for today or tomorrow. They are seeds that will grow for the next 19 years, which is the length of the nodal cycle. Because Saturn is the lord of karma, he records every transaction. In the spiritual ledger of your life, this is an audit. Are you living in integrity? This is the question Saturn asks. The word integrity comes from the Latin integer, means whole or complete. When a building loses its structural integrity, it collapses. When a human loses their spiritual integrity, when their actions do not match their soul's contract, they experience anxiety, depression, and exhaustion. This Panchgrahi Yoga is a portal that allows you to realign your actions with your soul. It is a rare opportunity to correct your trajectory. If you have been walking a path that is not yours, the energy of this week will feel impossibly heavy. That heaviness is a gift. It is the universe telling you to put down the baggage that does not belong to you. In the modern New Age community, we often hear words like flow and ease, and we have come to demonize the word discipline, associating it with punishment, schoolmasters, and rigid control. But let us use the modern tools to reframe this. Your unconscious mind operates on symbols and feelings. If your internal representation of discipline is a prison guard yelling at you, you will self-sabotage every time you try to build a habit. But what if we change the map? Imagine a mother protecting her child from playing in traffic. Is that restriction? Is that punishment? No, it is the purest form of love. Discipline is simply the ability to give yourself an order and follow it. It is the parent within you, loving the child within you enough to say, no, we are not going to scroll on social media for 3 hours because we have a dream to build. This moon asks you to adopt subterranean self-love. This is love that shows up. It is love that does the dishes, pays the bills, writes the book page by page, and goes to the gym when it is raining. It is the love of the architect who cares enough about the future inhabitants of the house to ensure the foundation is poured correctly. Most people view time as an enemy, something that is running out. But under Capricorn, time is a resource. It is the clay we sculpt with. In the meditation that follows, we will not just visualize the future, we will install the future into your neurology. We will walk the timeline of your life, place the heavy, solid stones of your destiny into the path so that when you open your eyes, your success is not a possibility. It is a memory of a future that has already happened. Before we enter into the meditation, remember the lesson of the void. Capricorn is the sign of deep winter. In the northern hemisphere, the earth is frozen. The bears are hibernating. The sap has gone down to the roots. There is no buzzing of bees or chirping of birds. It is the great silence. We live in a noise-polluted world. We are terrified of silence because in silence we must meet ourselves. But power is never generated in noise. Power is generated in silence and released in noise. The arrow must be pulled back into the stillness of tension before it can fly. This new moon is your pullback. Do not be afraid to be quiet this week. Do not be afraid to say no to social engagements. Do not be afraid to turn off your phone and sit in the dark. As the mystics often say, the mind is like a crowd, but the soul is a solitary peak. To reach the peak, you must leave the crowd behind. Let us now start with the guided meditation. Find a place where you can sit with your spine perfectly straight. Capricorn rules the skeletal system and the spine, the antenna of your body. Do not lie down. This is a meditation of alertness, not relaxation. If you have a crystal, hold a piece of smoky quartz, black tourmaline, or garnet to anchor you to the earth. Light a single white candle to represent the light of consciousness amidst the winter dark. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs slowly, deliberately, like you're filling a stone vessel with water. Hold it at the top. Feel the pressure. Now, exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all the air until you are completely empty. Stay in the emptiness for a moment. That emptiness is the void. That is where creation begins. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhale. Structure. Exhale. Chaos. Inhale. Authority. Exhale. Doubt. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Now, bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Visualize a cord of thick, dark red light extending from your tailbone, moving down through the chair, through the floor, through the soil, moving past the water tables, past the bedrock, going deeper and deeper until it anchors into the iron core of the earth. You are now immovable. You are a mountain. Visualize yourself standing at the foot of a massive, ancient mountain. It is night. The sky above is indigo, filled with cold, bright stars. The air is crisp and sharp. It wakes you up. This is the mountain of mastery. You look up and see a path winding its way to the summit. It is steep and rocky. This is the path of your life's great work. You're not here to sprint, you're here to climb. Begin to walk. With every step you take, you feel heavier, but not burdened. You feel grounded, solid, real. As you climb, you encounter a gatekeeper standing on the path. He is an old figure, draped in grey robes, holding a lantern and a staff. This is Saturn. He does not speak, but he holds out his hand. He's asking for payment. He's asking you to surrender something that is too heavy to carry to the top. What is it? Is it a fear? An old relationship? A habit of procrastination? A need for validation from others? Look at what you're carrying in your energetic backpack. Take it out. It looks like a heavy, dull stone. Hand it to him. As you release it, feel the sudden lightness in your spirit. Saturn nods and steps aside. You have paid the toll. Continue climbing. The air gets thinner. The silence gets deeper. You're leaving the noise of the world below. You're rising above the opinions of others, rising above the chaos of the collective. Finally, you reach the summit. At the very peak, carved from the living rock of the mountain, is a massive throne. It is the granite throne of your inner authority. Walk towards it. Turn around and sit. As you sit, feel the cold, hard reality of the stone beneath you. It is supportive. It is unshakable. From this vantage point, look out over the landscape of your life below. See your past, the winding roads, the dark forest, the rivers you crossed. See them not with regret, but with the eyes of a master strategist. Every failure was a lesson. Every heartbreak was a strengthening of your foundation. It was all necessary to get you to this throne. Now, look forward into the mist of the future. This is the timeline of your destiny. I want you to project yourself 1 year from now. See yourself standing there. You have built something magnificent. What does it look like? Do not just see it, feel the texture of it. If it is a business, feel the handshake of your partners. If it is a home, feel the key in your hand. If it is a body of health, feel the strength in your muscles. Notice the discipline it took to get there. See the early mornings. See the focused work. Notice that in this future, you enjoyed the discipline because you knew what you were building. Now float up out of that future body. Float back to the present moment. Back to the throne on the mountain top. Bring that feeling of done with you. The blueprint is signed. The contract is sealed. Take a deep breath and feel the energy of the mountain entering your spine. You are the CEO of your life. You are the sovereign. You seek no permission. You need no validation. You simply are. Say silently to yourself, I am the architect of my fate. I honor the time. I build with integrity. I am ready. Repeat. I am the architect of my fate. I honor the time. I build with integrity. I am ready. One last time. I am the architect of my fate. I honor the time. I build with integrity. I am ready. Sit for a moment in this high, cold, powerful silence. Let the iron of the earth fortify your blood. When you're ready, visualize the mountain dissolving into mist, but keep the feeling of the granite throne within you. You carry the mountain wherever you go. Take one final deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. This new moon is a working moon. The energy is too valuable to waste on mere dreaming. In next 24 hours, do not tell anyone your plans. Capricorn is a sign of secrecy and containment. Energy leaks when we talk too much. Instead, take a physical piece of paper and a pen. Write down the one major structure you're committed to building this year. Not 5 things, just one. The skyscraper project. Then write down 3 things you must sacrifice to build it. Be honest. Is it Netflix? Is it a toxic friendship? Is it your weekends? Burn the list of sacrifices safely in a ball. That is the calcination. Keep the paper with your goal in a place where only you will see it. Perhaps under a crystal or in a drawer. The foundation is laid. The work begins now. Now, before we close this circle, we have a paradox to address. I just told you that Capricorn loves silence. I told you that to build big, you must keep your blueprints hidden in the dark until they are ready to manifest. So I'm not going to ask you to type your skyscraper goal in the chat. That belongs to you. That is your secret to keep with the silence of the night. However, even the solitary mountain climber needs a base camp. Even the hermit needs to know there are fires burning in the distance. We can witness each other without revealing our secrets. We can acknowledge the climb without giving away the map. So here is how we are going to seal this ritual in the comments right now. I want you to take a moment and find one word. Just one. This word is the name of the foundation you are pouring tonight. It is the quality you need most to survive the climb. Maybe your word is endurance. Maybe it is sovereignty. Maybe it is iron. Or perhaps it is simply done. Go to the comments and type that one word now. Let it be your digital signature on this contract. And if you are truly ready to step out of the victim mindset and sit on that granite throne we visited, if you are ready to accept the weight of your own power. I want you to add a mountain emoji or a brick emoji next to your world. I will be reading through these comments later tonight. Think of me as the witness to your contract. When I heart your comment, know that I'm seeing you, I'm honoring your climb, and I'm holding the vision of your success. The energy is rising. The gate is open. The work has begun. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through the void. I will see you at the summit. Namaste.